sorry to stop you like this. You look so beautiful in your dress.
Thank you.
I really just wanted to say hi.
And I have a boyfriend.
I'm alpha male, my natural.
Hi. I know you're in a rush. You look very friendly, very open.
Thinking in this way, going direct, and then she will make decision, and then something like this. So that's the main issue with these guys. And then they will say to you, like, you have to be authentic, you have to be alpha, you have to be you should not hide your intent, you should show your intent.
Yeah, and that's how it is, because women make their decision based on emotions, while men make their decision based on logic.
What is that you look sexy and I want to introduce myself?
After most powerful CEO, the first Prime Minister, now presenting Deepak, the most proven and female-friendly dating coach in this world, overcoming all odds.
You're an invader. Why don't you go back to India?
And still successful in the West.
So hey guys, hope you are doing good. I'm doing good too. In this video we will be talking about decision making process among men and women, or boys or girl, how we make decision. And I will also relate this video in context with cold approach. I will make this video with explain you with graph and everything, with diagrams, so that you understand it properly what I mean to say. And I will try my best to explain you. This is something very unique I'm doing. I have never seen something like this, like some guys, some dating coaches explaining something like this. I love to make, these kind of things also. For me, I was always very curious when something happens, why something happens. And because of this quality I have, I able to develop a really battle tested seduction system, which is invincible, which is really works right now in 2023 at this time when I'm making this video, and in future also, future proof, because I understand human behavior much better than any other dating coach. Maybe there are few dating coach who have really good understanding of human behavior. I don't want to tell their name now, but this is how it is. So I will explain you decision making process in this video, and here we go. So here we have decision process. We are making a decision. We are making a decision making process, man and woman. So we make it like this again, man brain, and this is the woman brain. And if we understand properly, we say all the time men's are more logical than girls. Guys are more logical than girls, and girls are more emotional than guys. So let's make it like this. So we say we defined this is the logic part, this is the emotion part. This we say L E. This is the man logic. And we say a woman's emotions, they are more driven by emotions than logic. So we say like this, this is the logic part and this is emotion part. So this is, we say this is so whenever a decision is made, whenever something happens externally, decision happens, we say here the decision will come. So something like this. So we do like this. So something decision comes he some anything external stimulation or whatever so it goes here, and then some part goes here, but majority of the part are going here in the logic brain, logical, and some part definitely, because in men also decision making process, emotions are still there. So here it is interesting. We say that logic is straight, yes or no. And then it comes like this, the emotions are more they are going like this. They are not straight, because emotions, the flow of emotion, they are not straight, they are more flowing and more slow. And so it will be like this. And then you know, it comes and it will make, you know, something like this, and it will be, so it will influence, and here is the, like, you know, something like this, logic. So logic is more stronger for men. We say it is more stronger for men. So we make it like, you know, because more are going in the logic, but logic is straight. So when it comes to girls, it like this is the, like, emotional. We say emotional. This is the logic. I hope I'm able to understand and make you understand properly. So when the girl is making decision, a woman, so the same thing happens. Like, you know, here some logic works also in women, but more like, you know, emotional, more like emotional derived. So here the emotions are flowing like this, and, you know, like this. So there, you know, the more emotions are more like this, and then they are like more, and here is like, you know, some logic is also there, but like, you know, more emotional derived movements are more emotional derived. So then it will be like, you know, what we say, yes or no. Here also, like, decision, yes or no, something like this for men, and this is the woman. So the main idea is that, like, you know, this is the logical part, this is the emotional part, and this is the emotional part of guys, and this is the logical part of the girls. Logical part, I have make it like, again, it is like straight line, because it's 0 1, like logic is 0 1. It is not like, you know, flowing through, and that's why I make it. But the emotion, I'm making it like, you know, more like a slow process emotions, and then it is going in that way. This is, I'm trying to make a good representation of, like, you know, how I see human brain when it comes to making decision. So this is what we say. This is like what we say in guys and girl perspective. And now we will see when it comes to cold approach. Some guys, some dating coaches will say to you, like, you know, going direct, because if you are not going direct, then you are not authentic. You are not, like, you know, man. You are not alpha male or something like this. They will say. I see the main issue with them is that. They are thinking everything from their logical perspective. They're not thinking, they're not able to solve the problem from understanding the female behavior, female brain, female emotionality. They are not able to do it. They're just thinking from themselves, something like this. And that's why they come up with these idea. I will show you some example also. So now if we see, now we forget about, like, you know, the male. Now we focus on only on the female thing. Let's make it another. Here the thing, here the, like, you know, something happen, external thing happen, like some guy come, guy approach the girl, and now one part going here and one part is going, for example, like this. So like more emotionally triggered in the sense, and then, you know, these emotions are going like this. Their emotions are not going straight, and then this is the logic, and then, you know, here they will come. This is, we say, this is the female decision making. A guy approaches the girl, like here he approaches the girl, and here, like, you know, logical part is straight, and there's the emotional part, and then she will make yes and no. So you understand? Now if we say, for example, if somebody is going, we make a case scenario. Let's do it like this. Some alpha male dating coach is saying to you, direct approach, or like show you direct approach. Now with the direct approach, the main problem with the, we say, I've explained you here first, is one of the I'm not saying it is a bad or something. I'm just saying, like, you know, what they think. Approach is like less time. When it comes to decision making, the girl is having less time. You understand? This is really important to understand. It is not about you are authentic or not authentic. We are here to solve a dating problem, like for everyone in this world. So how we solve it? Because there is a one system is not for everyone. So we have to solve the things. So decision making, when we are going direct approach, then we are forcing the girl. For example, if you see here, we are going direct approach. So we are going like this. Of course, like there are some emotions involved, depends on like, how he play the game, but the emotions are going like this, but before they reach to this point, she is forced to make a decision here. They are not really reached to this point. So now, like, the decision will come like this. So what we are doing, because of direct approach, when we are doing direct approach, or like, doing showing intent very early or something like this, doing something in that situation. I'm not saying like, direct approach is bad, but you can do direct approach in my style, which is much more interesting, much more creative. So I use creative, neutral, direct style of game also. But I never say to the girl, you are cute, or you are attractive, you are hot, or something like this, you look nice, or something like this. I don't say. That's another like topic, like how we deal the situation, like, but you can use direct, indirect, or like, neutral, all this style, which is, but direct approach in my style, what I teach. So here you see that this is how it goes, like, in when the other dating coaches, this is not done by me, because I understand the human behavior, female brain much better than other people, other dating coaches. So it goes like this, and then you have like, we are forcing, because when you are going direct, you understand, when you're going direct to the girl, then she's forced to make decision as quick as possible, yes or no. And so there, she is not able to process the emotions compared to the logical side. And and then the decision comes, it will be yes and no. So what I teach in my game is that we are focusing on this part, this one, like, working on that emotional part of the girl, and then from there we are like, doing our best that she makes the decision based on that emotional, like, emotional part of the brain, not like immediately, like, going like direct and she say yes or no. Because you have to understand, for the female emotions to work, she has to, it takes time. She is not going to make it immediately decision, because emotions go slowly. If you have like sleep with a lot of girls, then you will see like when it comes to guy, like you are not horny, you take off some girl take off your pants, suck the dick, and then you are like ready to fuck. It just logically, it just happened really quick. But it don't happen with the girls. If you try to fuck like a girl really quick, and then sometime if your girlfriend or something, then she will stop you. She will say like, not so quick. Because why she's saying, because she is not yet horny, because they are more derived from emotions. So everything goes slowly. She's not yet horny. So first you do foreplay, or like slowly, rubbing the pussy, or like doing licking the nipple and all the stuff. So you slowly warm her up, and then she become like, she's like emotions, because it takes time, and then she was emotionally ready, and then you have sex. With the guys, take off the pant, the girl is doing like this, penis erect, and then boom, start. So this is like, because the guys are more like logically driven. If you see, we make this thing, this one, yeah. So you see, this is the here, this is how it works logically, and then it happens, and then like, some emotions also do involve, but it is much more quicker. With the girls, it's just not gonna work if we cut short the time. That's why the foreplay thing is like, we say is important when it comes to, when the girls think. That's why they like, they say like, don't do it too quick, slow down. So that this is what happens here. So what the other coaches will tell you, like, you have to be alpha male. You have to, if you're not showing your intent, if you're not showing that what you truly desire, truly want, then you are not a man. And but the problem is that they are thinking from these coaches more like a male perspective, part they are thinking, and they're not able to understand the girls properly. That's the main problem with them. They're like many dating coaches. I'll make video about them also, and this video is also for dating coaches to understand like how we should really solve when there is a problem, then how we should solve that problem. First understand, like, the person involved, like guys and girls, and how their brain works, and understand it properly, and then we go for the solution, because otherwise we will not able to find a solution. We just like thinking from one perspective, and it is always a hit or miss. Because what happens when in this situation, for example, like we say, like if somebody is like a really good looking guy, Chad, for example, like model looking Chad, or really good, like positive stereotype or something, he go like this direct approach, something like this, and then he's like forcing, I'm not like it's a verbally you're forcing that you want to fuck me or not, but he's saying like, I want you cute, and now in her mind she need to decide yes or no. So when a very good looking guy is going, and then he's just like, direct approach, and then this is the path he's following, and the girl sometimes maybe she's not able to process the emotions. She just saw him that like, he's like a good looking guy, why not I say yes, why not I will say yes to him, and then she make the yes decision. Now the guys, like lot of students come to these dating coaches. I make another slide here. So guys, if you are enjoying this content, then like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button, because your support is very, very important for me, and that keeps me motivated to move even further, making even better content for you guys. Emotions, logic, again. So maybe it may happen that like, female decision making, student come in, and dating coach teach this student, for example, dating coach is teaching this student to go direct. So student come, like for example here comes, and then he just say like, no matter how he looks, who he is, he just say like, hey, you are cute, I want to meet you, I want to socialize or whatever, and forcing this direct result. He's forcing response from the girl, you see here. And the emotions we see here, they are started to go. Either his game is not emotionally stimulating, and they are still going. And then what is happening here? It is not reaching to that point, and then the girl is forced, and she will say no. She will say no to him. The student, no, and then the dating coach will say like, this is not you, she was not in the mood, she this, give some like, he will gaslighting the student that this is happening, that is happening, because of that, but he is not unable to understand the female mind, this female mind, they are not able to understand what let's make the color different. This dating coach not able to understand this female decision making process. This he is not able to understand that female emotions work in a different way, and that require time. No idea. He is having no idea. What he's doing is thinking in this way, going direct, and then she will make decision, and then something like this. So that's the main issue with these guys. And then they will say to you, like, you have to be authentic, you have to be alpha, you have to be you should not hide your intent, you should show your intent no matter what happens, and then you need to be this, you need to be that, something like this they will say to you. So they will say, for example, show your intent right on the face. So they will say, like, this let's change the color. This for example, they will tell you to, like, focus on this, like, this way of approach, instead of like playing the game, which is more like, working on this part, something like this they will say. So show intent right on the face. The main thing, you have to understand, I'm not saying that these things are like wrong to do. I'm not saying that these things are wrong to do, but in every scenario these are not valid. This is not the best way to solve the issue. Sometimes you have to work in a different way. It is not about like if you are alpha or not alpha. It is about getting results. It is not making any sense, like, you are focusing, you are like alpha or not. You approach the girl, you show your intent, and then you get rejection and you are just going home alone. It's about much more. It is much more enjoyable. You approach the girl, you play the game, focusing on this part, and then working on these emotions, and then making a decision, and then it is like more, for example, yes, something like this. That is much better than when the girls say yes to you. So for example, I will explain you how I deal with the situation, how I teach, and my strategies. So I'm focusing on, like, I see, for example, the student, not every student is able to, like, do a direct approach. Is not like there are like a lot of issues. As a coach, I have seen, like, and I solve the problem. I focus on solving the problem instead of like forcing my system to some student or something like this. This is not how it works. So student come. So we are focusing, the game style is focusing on, we are focusing on this part, more focusing on this part. And then we are improving our game hitting on the emotional part. You see, these are the emotions, and that require more time. So in my like system, I need more time, because it's just not gonna happen like, with less amount of time. I able to if we are like working on the emotional part, it require more time. If it is like, quick, then it will be like logical decision, and then you can make it. But we are not focusing too much on this thing. We are focusing on this, and then in this way you are able to much more successful in your dating life and getting yes from the girls. It is like more, it is not like 100% guaranteed, but there are like more probability in this way to get much more success. So there you need like much more like understanding how the game is played. Even if I'm not saying like you cannot go direct, even if you go, for example, direct, so before it is coming here, we still like avoid like forcing her to decision. We just make it like loop like this. There are like different ways. So how I make it like, so you understand, like I make it with different colors so that you understand. Make it this color. So even if, for example, I tell like student to go direct, you see direct, even sometime I play direct game, or I play like creative neutral direct. It's a bit different style of game approach. So even if we get like direct, and then we say like we look like the girl will forcing to make decision, it maybe look like it's gonna be like no. So we are doing the game things like and then we are like we are not forcing her to make decision here. What we are doing is we are avoiding this thing, and we are focusing on that part. So even if we open direct, we can still like play the game and then focus on the these emotions. and bring more face time with the girl, and later she can make like much better decision, which is still again yes. So even if we play direct game, we know how to a situation where she is not forced to make decision. There are ways to do it, like, and then we can still play the game and then focus on the emotions. But we need time. But most important thing is that we need time. So for us to make a more like positive decision in our favor, student favor, we need more time. Time is much more important. So that's why, like, in the upcoming product I'm working on, like dating in fields domination, the product of the century. There you will see very, very long interaction of me, my students. They are like very long, like 2 hours, like 3 hours, and sometimes like 3 hours, 3.5 hours, 2 hour, 1 hour interaction, very long interaction, so that you understand like how the proper game is played. We need more time. We are not like forcing the girl to make decision immediately, or she has to make decision direct, something like this. We go direct and then forcing her. Even if we go direct, for example, we play the game in such a way that she's not required to not forced to make decision yes or no immediately. We can change, and then we can still like focus on the emotional part and like make her to decide much better when we are like stimulating her emotionally. So like direct game, in my style, I will say Deepak dating style, the best style in this world. And indirect and neutral, I also do in neutral style and indirect style. All this thing you will also see in dating mastery, but now the dating in fields domination is coming. There you will see the real practical implementation of all the things what I'm explaining you in real life, how I can make impossible possible by understanding human emotions, human behaviors, female brain, female psychology, and then using all these things in the field, in the game, and solving complicated dating issues. This is what I do, and that's why I'm very successful. And this is because I go for why, if something has happened, why something happened. I was always curious, something like this. If she is doing something like this, if she is doing this behavior, why she is doing this behavior, what is going in her mind. That's why she came up with this line. That's why she's saying to me this thing. So I'm like going in her mind and trying to reach in her mind, understanding her, and then like how we can solve it much proper, that she gave a positive reaction or something like this. So that's why other guys who are dating coaches they have no clue what they are teaching. They're just repeating the same thing again and again. I saw some dating coaching documentaries of these guys. It is so painful to watch. They have no idea what they are doing. So they can also learn from this video. This is really I think this is a really good video, and you can also learn. Even dating coaches can learn all the things I'm explaining. I have done everything also in practical in the field. This is not all the theories I'm doing it. They are not made just sitting at home. It is first I have done everything practical in the field. I have done my homework. Everything has been practically implemented, successfully implemented in the field, and then I'm coming up with the theories. And this is how it should be actually. First experimentation, practical implementation, and then if something is successful, then why it is successful, then you explain it to other people also. So I hope you like this video. You enjoyed this decision making video from me, how we make decisions in context of cold approach, especially the girls. And we will see you in the next video. Take care, bye. And if you are enjoying this content, then like this video, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button, because your support is very, very important for me. And also dating in fields domination is coming soon. Stay tuned. This is the product of the century. It is impossible for anyone to make something like this. So stay tuned to that also, and we see you in the next video. Take care, bye. Also guys, don't forget to watch the playlist Rock Solid Infield on this channel, where I'm doing live flirt, picking up girls in front of camera, showing top level pickup and attraction skills. Also don't forget to watch Student Transformation and Testimonials, where I'm teaching my students, showing full documentaries, student success and their testimonials also.